This is a follow-up on our previous video. We advise you to watch the original one before you proceed here. Now that we got this out of the way, let me proclaim something. Simply put, Solar3D's defying all expectations. Yes, it's collapsed during the last two sessions, but did anyone think something else was gonna happen? When you go up from 21 to 30 cents per share in 3 days, of course there's gonna be some pullback in fast. But again, let me emphasize a bit more. Solar3D just doesn't behave as it should. If you look at the long-term picture, there was a point in the last weeks of September when the company suddenly rose of some hype-induced press release. Logically, it would go down to its previous levels in a few days, but instead, Solar retained a big part of its gains. The only question now is, will it continue to do so? The last week or two have been very similar to that time. There were some eyebrow-raising fundamentals for the last quarter, and hype carried the company up. And believe me when I say eyebrow-raising, I don't mean it in a good way. As of September 30th, Solar3D ended the third quarter of this year with $1.3 million in cash out of $4.4 million in total current assets. Current liabilities were recorded at a whopping $17.8 million. Revenue shrunk with over $1 million from the previous quarter down to $6.4 million. And the bottom line was a net loss of $13.8 million. Whoa, what happened with the net loss was my first reaction. The combined net loss for the two previous quarters was $3.8 million, and now it's $13.8 million? What the heck? I almost spilled my coffee reading this. Well, it turns out it actually isn't a big deal, because most of the net loss is under fair value due to derivative liability, meaning that it may fluctuate based on prices. It seems either the market knows this or it plainly doesn't care. The recent movements were induced from one single PR that continues to drive the stock. The company acquired MD Energy, a California-based solar systems provider. Needless to say, this got investors pretty excited. Excited enough that the last few sessions each had a multi-million-dollar volume. But it seems there's something many forgot. In 2014 alone, Solar3D issued over 85 million shares to cover debt. Those shares had an average conversion rate of 1.5 cents, or about 17 times less than the current market price. Whatever your position with Solar3D is, I think it's safe to say that people holding these shares are drooling with the prospect of how much money they'll make. This is Martin Nadina for Hotstock.com.
I have a small amount of money to invest and I want to gamble in the market. I'm looking for a penny stock that'll go up and turn it into $100,000 or $1 million.